This return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 45 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Where are they, team? Check 56. I got you.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Three. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mariota. He's got Mason complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
One.
First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Third and long here for Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throwing, Mariota. Throw left side, complete. That's Mason. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and goal, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best, to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now running right through it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38.
On first down, it's Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
The Redskins' 26-yard line.
56. Watch the slant. Alpha. 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. We don't want this.
Mariota now. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Mariota. He sets to fire deep. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe the routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On first down, this is Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson, off play action. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 5 now. Watson being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the gun on third, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Mariota going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Gets by him at the 25. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Call that a very strong gain of 24. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
55 is my guy, 55. Keep it up, defense.
To the air yet again, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 71 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the tuck and run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going to look deep for more. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to float this over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you run every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun, Watson. From the left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Set. 19. 25. Check her out.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Watson. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins.